The following analysis aims to visualize the effect of using the most recent GDP statistics on the regional eligibility of European cohesion policy. Firstly, the eligibility for cohesion policy is calculated using regional GDP and purchasing power standard per capita as a percentage of the EU average. The political agreement on the cohesion policy package for 2014 to 2020, reached in December 2013, confirmed that the reference period for cohesion policy eligibility would be the years 2007, 2008 and 2009 of the regional GDP. An average of 3 years is taken to determine in which category a region will be: less developed regions if the GDP is below 75% of the European Union average in red on the map; regions in transition if the GDP is above 75% and below 90% of the European Union average in orange; more developed regions if the GDP is above 90% of the European Union average in blue. In April 2017, Eurostat published the latest available regional GDP for the year 2015. What would happen concerning regional eligibility if the last 3 years of regional GDP were used? To realise this comparison, we have used regional GDP figures for the years 2013, 2014 and 2015 instead of the years 2007, 2008 and 2009 to simulate an eligibility based on the last available data. The exit of the United Kingdom is considered as effective, and we take these effects into account on the EU GDP average and the regional GDP. In comparison with the current regional eligibility for cohesion policy, 34 regions would change category of regions. 11 regions would move up a category in accordance with the increase of their GDP. 8 of them would move from the category of less developed regions to the transition category. This includes 3 regions in the Czech Republic, 1 region in Bulgaria, Lithuania as a NUTS 2 entity, Estonia as a NUTS 2 entity, 1 region in Poland, the region of Martinique in France. 3 of them would move from the transition to the more developed regions, 1 region in Austria, the entire Malta NUTS 2 entity, 1 region in Germany. 23 regions would have a subsequent decrease of their GDP and would move down category. 9 NUTS 2 regions would move down from more developed to transition regions category. The NUTS 2 region of Border, Midland and Western in Ireland, the region of South Aegean in Greece, the regions of Galicia, Asturias, Cantabria, Castilla y León, Comunidad Valenciana in Spain, the region of Umbria in Italy, Cyprus as a NUTS 2 entity. 12 NUTS 2 regions would move down from transition to less developed regions category. The Greek regions of West Macedonia, the Ionian Islands, Central Greece, Peloponnese, North Aegean and Crete. The Spanish regions of Castilla-La Mancha, Andalusia, Murcia and Melilla, and the Italian regions of Belize and Sardinia. Also, 2 regions would move down from 2 categories of regions. The outermost region of Madeira and the autonomous city of Ceuta will move down from the more developed to less developed regions category. What would happen if the United Kingdom remained in the EU and was therefore eligible for cohesion policy? In this scenario, we use the latest GDP data and we do not take the Brexit into account. From the 34 regions which would change eligibility in the previous scenario, 4 of them do not change in this scenario. These are the Bulgarian and Austrian regions and the Lithuanian and Malta NUTS 2 entities. 3 regions would move up category, 2 from transition to more developed regions category and 1 from less developed to transition category. They are all from the UK: Cumbria, Cornwall and Isles of Scilly and Highlands and Islands. 10 regions would move down from more developed regions to transition category, except 1 that would move down from transition to less developed regions category. 9 of these are from the UK: Tees Valley and Durham, Northumberland and Tyne and Wear, Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire, West Midlands, Essex, Kent, Dorset and Somerset, East Wales and Highlands and Islands, and the French regions of Centre and Bourgogne. Finally, this eligibility simulation would change the category of 43 regions across the EU. 10 of these would be from the UK. The withdrawal of the UK from the EU has the effect of slightly reducing the European average of the GDP per capita used, but by itself does not have a major impact on the eligibility of the regions in the cohesion policy. Comparing both simulations on the map, 34 regions would change eligibility if the Brexit is effective, and 43 regions would change eligibility if it is not. 10 of these 43 regions would be from the UK.